Samanan tumalang mulweni abusheni di machironi. Salam alaikum, namaste, good day, goeiedag, awe, masterkinders. My name is Winston and welcome to my channel Bushes at Boer. On this channel we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and the small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money and enjoy the fruit of your labor. And in this video today we are experimenting with some pepper seeds. Now I'll be honest with you that in this video over here we planted some pepper seeds and it failed. Pepper seeds, pumpkin and strawberry. The strawberry and the pepper seeds, it failed. Now I don't know if it didn't germinate or if it was the goats. I'll show you that damage that the goats did in another video. But pepper seeds and strawberry seeds, I do not have any. I can't show you anything of that sort. But in this video I'm going to experiment with 4 different ways of germinating pepper seeds, and I want to see how it works. So let's start with method number 1. As you can see here, I have a lot of pepper seeds on here, and I split it into 4 for the 4 different methods, and I'll leave a link for you there in the corner to show you how to save pepper seeds. Actually very easy. This was taken from a red pepper. I want to show you this one would be one of the seeds that will not germinate. This one here, it has a black spot on it. I'm just going to show you, try and see. If there's a black spot like that, you can almost be sure that it will not germinate. You can actually throw that away already. And if you want it to be like plain white, plain white like this, clear, let me see if I can show you, clear like that. Alright, so first method I'm going to show you right now is simple paper towel method. Let me just move this out of the way. Simple paper towel method. This was one piece. I split it in half. I'll show you what I'm going to do with the other half. But what I want to do is I want to wet this first. So I have some water here. So I want to wet it. I'm going to wet it here. And then I just want to open it up. I don't want to tear it, but I just want to open it up. Try and open it up again to how it was. And there you go, over there. And what I want to do is, I want to take the one batch of seed and I just want to spread it out evenly. I don't want a seed on top of the other. I want to spread it out. It can be next to each other but not on top of each other. Take a good number of seed. My son can talk loud. Please excuse him. Okay, so that's the one part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold so that I put the seed on the one side, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over, and because this thing is wet already, so I'm going to fold it over like this, and I'm going to put it into a paper bag. I already marked it, pepper, 29th of December 2021. So I'm going to open the Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna place this bag in there. What I'm gonna do with this bag is I'm just gonna place it in a windowsill, somewhere in the sun. I think I'll use the same room where I use the fodder. So I'm gonna get the air out. Get all the air out. There you go. And then if it gets dry, I'll just squirt it with some water and then keep it moist. And that's method number 1. Now method number 2 is almost similar. I'm going to take a container like this, and all I'm going to do is put in the paper towel in there. You're going to have to fold it a little bit more, like this. Actually, what I can do is I can put some seed here at the bottom. Put a few seeds at the bottom, and I'll close this half over there. Don't know if you saw. Let me just bring the camera closer. So I folded it up. So I put some seed in there, and I closed it up. And what I'm going to do is put more seed in there. You know what? I was supposed to wet it first. I'll just wait a little bit. With the paper towel right now, I can put it in there. And all I want to do is I'm going to press it into the paper so it can get some of that moist off the paper towel. So paper towel is moist, and then I'm going to close it and keep it closed and put it in a sunny area. That's method number 2. So this is method number 3. Of course, as you can see, I have a container here with soil in. It's a container, a cupcakes container. It has 4. You can take 4 cupcakes or muffins, whatever you have here. So what I'm going to do is I just want to take some seed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 seed or 5, but I want to split it like this. Let's see how much seed can go in there. Excuse me, the sinuses is getting to me. Let's just put up there. How many seed am I putting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 seed in one. In one container. 6 seed in one container, and we will see what the germination rate will be. How many of them will germinate? 2, 4, 6. Yes, 1 in the middle, and then the other 5 I will just distribute around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6 seed in each container. Then I will just take some soil over here and just sprinkle it over. Sprinkle it. This soil is moist. Some stones in here, so I'll just take the stones out. So sprinkle it over, not too deep. I don't want to bury it too deep. Just press it down firm. So method 1, 2, and 3 just means that the soil will be buried, so it will not be, closed. It will not be opened. It will just be closed. And what I'm going to do is I'll just sprinkle a little bit of water again, just to keep it. I'll just get rid of this extra soil over here. Get rid of the extra soil, and what I'll do is I'll sprinkle. I don't have a spray bottle, so I'll just sprinkle some. I must get me a spray bottle. I think I need that for my seedlings. Just get it nice and moist. And these ones I'll keep closed, and I'll also put it in a sunny area. And we'll see what happens. I'll show you the germination rate, how it looks like. Maybe every second day I'll show you, or maybe once something happens I'll show you if something happens. Okay, I think that's moist enough. What I'll do is just close it off and keep it sealed, and then I'll put it in a sunny area. So method number 4 is directly into a pot plant. What I'm going to do is just make a small groove here in the middle, and then I'll just scatter the seed in the middle. Of course, not all of them will grow, but like I said, this is just an experiment, and to see how many of them will grow. This is of course away from the goats. They will not be able to get here and destroy my plant. And I'm just gonna bury it in there, and all I'm gonna do is just lightly cover it like this. I hope you guys can see. Just lightly cover it like that. Just pat it down. And what I'm do is give it some water, just lightly.
You put the load on and you make holes and you sprinkle like it. Daddy, me and Mama are gonna swim.
Okay.
And Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's your cap?
What I'll do is I'll just come so often and just give it some water.
Daddy, who are you talking to? Daddy,
Huh?
who are you talking to?
To the people on Facebook, on YouTube. And that is method number 4 over there. And what I'll do is I'll give you guys feedback on how it has gone. So there you see my seeds in the windowsill. I have 3 extra because I did the very same thing with a herb seed called, I don't know what it's called in English, but in Afrikaans we call it Villa Als. I'll look for the name in English and I'll post it on the screen for you guys. But I'll show you in a couple of days once they start sprouting, and I'll show you how they turn out. Okay, so it's day 7, and I wanted to show you what. Okay, I can't show you here because it's a little bit dirty, but there is a little bit small sproutings, if I can put it like that. If I go in here, then I can show you that that one over there is sprouting, and I saw another one over here that is sprouting, and this is just the it's like, what is that, the Villa Als. I don't know what this. I must have got you the English name for it. If I open this up, you'll see that the Villa Als is also starting to sprout here, and there's nothing over there. So let's go over to the pepper. There's nothing here, and here there's a few that actually sprouted. As you can see, it's still small, so we'll leave it a couple of days though. And then here I can also show you this, because over there you can see like there's some of them sprouting there, but it's a little bit dirty, so you can't see nicely what's happening. But this is day 7, and it is the seeds are germinating. And now we're outside in the pots. You can see also after day 7 there's actually nothing growing here. This is where I planted the herb, the avalaals, and this is where I planted the pepper. There's actually nothing growing at the moment. This is day 7 as we speak, so I need to take out. This is a little weed growing there, because I planted it right in the middle, just like that. So we're expecting something. We'll watch it and see if something grows. So today is day 14, and this is the peppers that I planted. Let me just open this cover, and you can see day 14, nothing has happened here still. So I'm gonna keep this still in the sunny area. I'm gonna keep it for another 7 days. If it doesn't within the next 7 days, then I know that this one has failed. This one has failed over here. I want to open this one over here, and I want to show you that there's a lot that has been sprouting, or that has sprouted. So all the ones with the 2 leaves, that has 2 leaves, I will transplant that into another container with soil, and I'm gonna plant them in singles, and then I'll see how they fare. And then these ones here in the paper, I don't know if you can see it nicely, but I will show you this one over here. It has sprouted there, and there's a few of them. It doesn't seem to do much though, so it only has like one stem with no leaves yet, so I don't know. I'll keep it for another 7 days along with this container over here, and see how far it goes. And then on the same day I planted some herbs. I must still get that English name for you, right? Valaals. You can see in these 2 over here that we have a few sprouts, but here there's nothing. So we're gonna take out some of these and then plant them outside, maybe also in singular, because I want to give some of them away. I need to find some containers to plant them in. This one over here, you can see there's one that's like doing something. There's only 1 leaf yet still, and then this one here that's starting to do something over there. I'm gonna also leave this for another 7 days and see what happens there. But in this one over here, there is a few of them. There's like 2. There's another one over there, and I think there's only these ones only started right now. So I'll take out these ones that grew nicely. I'll just put some water again, and I'll take these ones out with the 2 leaves and then transplant them over to another container, and then leave the rest for another 7 days and see what happens then. Guys, this is day 14, and you'll see where I planted the herbs. There's still nothing in this container over here, but the peppers, I'm hoping this is the peppers and I didn't swap it. I don't know what. I can't even remember. I must go check, but these ones grow. These ones are doing something, so I'm gonna leave this over here and I'm gonna just let them grow. So what I'm gonna do is, what I want to do is, I have some containers here that I need to clean up. I'm gonna plant those sprouts in these ones over here. I think that's the only planting that I'm going to be doing for now, and it's still January, so you'll probably get this video in February sometime. But I'm gonna this is the last experiment in terms of planting that I'm going to do, and I'm going to maybe experiment with something that can grow in the winter, and then we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to transplant the peppers over here, and then I'll just show you what happens to this pepper and the herbs, of course. So what I'm about to show you now is just how I'm gonna transplant one of these pepper seedlings, the ones that are in this container over here that gave us lovely two leaves at least. So what I did here was I filled this with some soil and some compost. I gave it some water, and I made a small hole here because remember that seedlings is wet, so you don't want to introduce it to dry sand. So what I did was I made a small hole, and what you want to do is you want to be careful because they are fragile. So I'm gonna take this one up. So this is like one of them, and I'm just gonna put it gently in here, making sure that the stem is above ground. Just gonna press the soil amount around it just to keep it stable like that, and there you have it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that for all of the seeds that have sprouted, that has made two leaves, and I'm going to do this for all of them. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So let's start with the pepper. So all the pepper that I've planted are now in here. You can see that I planted one in each compartment. This still has the seed on it. I'm not too optimistic about these 7 over here. I feel like those seedlings are too weak, but let's just see what happens. I'll give it another 7 days. I'll just keep watering it, put it in the house. I'll keep it in the house in the sunny area, keep watering it, and then we'll see in 7 days. I took out so these ones here, this is also pepper. I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna give it another 7 days and see what happens with it. These ones here, nothing happened as yet. Another 7 days, I'll see what happens to it. The peppers in the big pot, nothing happened after 7 days. I'm gonna see what happens to those ones. Then the villa alls, I found the English word, but I'm gonna leave it on the screen. It's too difficult to say, but the other name is African wormwood. In Afrikaans we call it villa alls. It's a medicine. So these ones sprouted. I was gonna transplant them and put them in a bigger containers, but I think I'll leave them also for another 7 days, and after 7 days I will take them out and plant them in bigger containers. So I'll leave all of those ones. This one over here, I'll leave that also because I see the leaves didn't form properly, and this one is coming out as well. And the one that was in here, that gave me nice 2 leaves, I'm gonna leave these ones also here for another 7 days. I'll just water it, put it in a sunny place. But the one that gave me 2 nice leaves, I transplant them there. Don't worry about that stem there, it's just the stem of another one. There was like 2 attached. The one kind of died, and this is the stronger one that I'm going to leave up there. I'm going to put this in a sunny area in the house, and then after 7 days I'll give you a feedback. So this is 7 days later. It's now after 21 days since we've started this germination process. You can see this one over here, it's doing something. I must be honest with you, this specific one over here, it died like the next day since we transplanted, and then I just took another one and I planted it in there, and it's growing nicely now. Over here the same thing. I think this one and that one died also the second day. So I took more out of that container and I planted it, and now it's actually making some nice strong plants over there. You guys will remember that I wanted to check after 7 days if something's going to happen here, and unfortunately nothing has happened. I also wanted to see what's going to happen in here if I keep this for another 7 days, and it seems like you have to wait, you have to use them as they grow, as they make once they make 2 leaves, you just have to transplant them, otherwise they will die like this. This is the pepper seed, right? Then it's the other Villa-Als, African wormwood. So I left this for another 7 days, and you can see there's more seeds that germinated. We'll come to the packets over there. The packets will come to that. We'll open it now, and you can see how tall these plants are over here. So the African wormwood, that one is, we call it Villa-Als. It's growing very nicely. You can see it needs to be transplanted now, because now it's like growing to the right. And this one over here, it seems like it wants to die. I doubt it will survive, but it came right, but then it kind of like does this now. So let's see what's gonna happen, what happens in here. Alright, so let's take the pepper seed. You remember that we started this the 29th of December. Let's see what's happening here. I wanted to leave this for another 7 days, so this is like a total of 21 days that these seeds are in here. Let's see how they look like. And this is just an experiment, so if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. So I doubt that. This thing is actually very wet for some reason. There's like some. No, it doesn't. I think everything died. All of them actually died. I wonder if you can see. Let's go closer. There's a lot of them in here, but it seems like they all died. It looked like they were sprouting or germinating, but not enough to grow. Okay, so this method, of course, of the green pepper, this method does not work. Maybe it was just too wet, I don't know, but this one didn't work. This one, however, did work in here. This method over here, all you have to do is when it germinates or start growing 2 leaves, then you have to start using it and transplanting it in order for it to work. Okay, now let's check the African wormwood. I'm going to show you that I can see at least 2 of them here that germinated. The rest of it looks black, so I think it all died. I'm just going to go in here as well and just open that. Yep, all of them died. It's just these 2. Let's just do this. You can see all of them died. It's just these 2 that can be. This one also germinated over here, but it died. So I'm gonna just transplant these 2 over here and show you what that looks like. Or maybe not show you what it looks like, maybe in another video. I'll transplant this. I probably have a lot of these now, so I'm gonna have to give them away. So this is what I'm gonna do. This one over here, I'll leave it for it to grow a little bit longer or taller, at least something like this, maybe go a little bit taller than this, and then I will start planting them outside in bigger containers. These ones over here, I'm gonna write this off and say that it failed. I'm just gonna plant some of the African wormwood seedlings. I'll plant that in here for it to start growing, or rather I'll plant these 2, I'll plant them in there, and then I'll take some of these out and I'll plant them into other containers as well, smaller containers or bigger containers separately. And then I'll take out these ones as well and then plant them separately so they can grow separately. So these ones that are outside, you can see this is the Villa Alps. It's growing very nicely. The problem is, because they grow so close to each other and I planted so many close to each other, what I'm going to do is I'm going to space them. So I'm going to take out the singles and maybe just separate them and plant them in rows that way, in order to give them some space, that way there, in order to give them some space to grow. I also have these containers over here that I'm gonna plant them into, just to give them some space to grow. And then the smaller, and I'll give some of them away. I will not be keeping so many of this Villa Alps. It's a nice herb to have, but this is too much for us. Probably this one in this pot alone I will be keeping. I'll plant them over once they grow higher. I'll plant them over in the garden. I want to have a herb garden, and this is one of the herbs that I will have. I still have the rue. I'll plant it together with the rue, plant it with chilies and parsley and all of those kind of herbs. I want to have a herb garden, definitely. I'll keep all of these ones, and then the other ones I showed you now in the house, those ones I'll give away. Now in this container over here, remember there was nothing, and we said we're going to leave it for another 7 days, and now only after 21 days it's starting to come out. It's starting to grow there. You can see them slowly starting to emerge and come out from the ground. So I'm going to leave these ones just to grow a little bit bigger. There's one trying to come out at the bottom. You can see that. If I must go closer there. So I'm going to leave them to grow a little bit bigger, and then I'm also going to space them out or plant them in the in containers. And this is green pepper, so I like green pepper, and as they grow we'll just harvest them. I'll keep all the green pepper. I'm not giving anything away. I'll just harvest them, and then we'll enjoy them. Hopefully they will grow before the winter comes, because it's January already. So guys, that is our pepper, green pepper, and African wormwood experiment. You saw the ones in the house, the small ones, they are growing. I'll plant them over into bigger containers and separate the singles from the ones that are growing close together. The same with the green pepper. And then in a future video I will show you exactly if we get something, if it starts growing some peppers, or the peppers I'm more concerned of. The African wormwood, the herb, that will probably die off in the winter and start regrowing again, but it's just how we take care of it for the next season. I mean, we are in the middle of summer now, so let's see how far it goes. And then if we get some pepper, I'll let you know. If we don't, then at least we know this was an experiment for next year. So that means that in the winter we'll start germinating the seeds inside the house, and after the first rain, then we'll start transplanting them from inside to outside, where it can produce some peppers. I don't even know if peppers is a fruit or a veggie. We'll see. But anyway, that's our experiment. I'll show you. I'll give you an update as time goes by and how it grows, and I'll show you exactly what happened to it. But that's it from me for now, guys. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. Please give me the comment if you have tips and tricks that you use in your garden. And if you haven't subscribed us yet, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell, so you can be notified in terms of new videos that we are uploading, because we are going into the actual farming now. We've been fixing and cleaning and all of that, but we want to go into the farming side of everything, so we're gonna have more of these videos. But that's it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.